Good morning, everyone. It's Sayward from FindYourDivinity.com. Today, we are again talking about ways that you can incorporate the craft into your life and how to become a better witch. So I saw this thing on Reddit this morning, and it was totally just like a spirit message because I had no idea what I wanted to talk about today. I slept really well last night. I feel pretty good, but I was thinking about making a video for today. I'm trying to do that as a part of my own, routine, making these videos. But I didn't know what I was going to talk about. So I'm looking on Reddit and I see suddenly, how to do spell work with no ingredients, no tools, no nothing. And I thought about it and I realized that I was, of course, there for a reason. So, excuse me, guys. What I want to bring up today and what I want to talk to you guys today is just that. How can I start being a witch before I have an altar, before I have even a candle? I can't be a witch without candles, right? That's obviously not true at all. Even some faiths don't really use candles as a particular tool in their magic. They're just tools. So one of the things that I think really blocks people from getting good manifestation results from their magic in total is their own personal blocks, because they feel like they don't know if they did it right, they don't know if they said the right words, they were doing the spell and then forgot and then had to go get the paper so that they could remember, and it turned into a total shit show, right? Even if you have the tools, right? You went and bought everything. Even if you did all of that, that's not going to guarantee that you're not a witch or that your spells are going to work. Why? You see it all the time. So if you've looked anywhere on any groups, any posts, any other person trying to explain witchcraft, okay, on this particular topic, of course, they are going to tell you across all beliefs, across all faiths, if you don't believe in your magic, it's not going to work. It's about your intention. So, today I wanted to share this very easy, very basic spell that you can do today on anything, whatever it is that you want to do, white magic, black magic, gray magic, whatever, okay? I'm going to teach you to do this very easy spell. Now, if you have watched me, if you're familiar with me, if you've ever gotten a reading or anything like that from me, I am a person who really likes to give homework. And I don't mean here you have to fill out this page, but oftentimes when we talk about a situation, not only is there spell work involved, but also there's a meditation or a visualization. Okay, I don't make all of those. I'm not a person who makes meditations and does that. I leave that to the people who are great at it. But that being said, there are a lot of people who are great at it, so I benefit from having a lot of resources, and in turn, I'm trying to help you guys benefit from having them as well. Why am I so much about guided meditations? It's because they work. You can go onto YouTube and you can look for guided meditation, bring back a lover, or visualization, make more money, whatever it is, okay? Guided meditation, visualization, that keyword, plus your intention, and you will find thousands of results that people have done. Now, the way that I go through and I vet those is pretty easy, and I'll share that with you. I look at the comments. Go through the comments of a video that you're wondering about. You're like, okay, well, the announcer doesn't upset me, and this seems like it's okay, so it looks like then start going through the comments, because oftentimes you will find that the videos that you're drawn to have amazing comments. Like people being like, holy crap, I was 16 seconds in and he called me. Holy crap, I did this for 2 days and a check arrived in my mail. Okay? It's really hard on YouTube to fake all of these comments and accounts, and if you're just looking through them, you can generally get a good idea. If there are thousands of people saying that this worked for them, it's something to consider. But if it seems like there's just one or two and they're saying the exact same thing, pretty much copy and paste, you can tell that that's fake, okay? Whatever it is, start with guided meditations. They work. Why? Because you're going to sleep. A lot of these are. And I really do recommend sleep meditations because then your only job is to try to relax and go to bed. Like, that's all that you have to do. Pop in those earphones, listen, give that a go, okay? You will see that people are able to manifest all kinds of things in their sleep. Why? Because they don't have their conscious brain telling them they can't. Okay? When you go to sleep, your conscious brain turns off, right? Lights out. I don't remember what was happening when I was sleeping, but I do remember a little bit of my dream and it seemed weird, whatever. But I don't remember, like, if my leg was kicking at 3:44 a.m. I don't remember if my hand was twitching or if my eyes were rolling. I don't remember any of that, and it's because my conscious brain has turned off. In order to get good manifestation results from your spell work, from your visualization work, whatever kind of work it is that you're trying to do as far as energy manipulation goes, the best way, the fastest way is to remove that conscious mind. Okay? Pull it out of there. The reason why sex magic works so well is because not only are you working a lot of times with another person and extra energies, but oftentimes, if you're working for yourself, when you are in that climax/orgasm state, your brain is not all the way there. So if you can direct your thoughts onto that thing at the time of orgasm, whatever it is, manifesting whatever you want to, you're pulling your conscious brain out of it and supercharging that thought with energy. It's a lot of the reason why that works. Now, there's different ways to do sex magic, but if you were, actually trying to use an orgasm or a climax to do that, that's why. That's why it's working. So, for all of us today, no orgasms required. For all of us today, I want to teach you very simply how you can do this, okay? So, what you need to do is just find like a quiet place, find wherever you can be most comfortable. You can fall asleep during this if you want to. You can just sit for a while, but you really need to spend some time to do this, okay? It's not just a very quick, like, oh, it's gone. All right, you need to spend some time with this because you should be spending time directing your energy towards the things that are going to help you manifest, right? Like if you were trying to buy a big ass house, you would need to have a lot of money. So maybe you have a job that you plan on getting that money from. You'd need to work a lot of hours, right? You'd need to direct your physical energy into that job to make that money to get that house that you want. Your mind, your mental energy, your spiritual energy, all of that is just as important to be directing. So, spend some time on this one, okay? Find a comfortable place, sit down, and begin to think about what it is that you want to happen. For the purposes of this video, we're going to imagine that I'm trying to draw back a lever, okay? I love my man, we're definitely together, but for the purposes of this, so that you guys can get an idea of what we're doing, all right. I'm trying to draw back a lever. So I'll start by thinking about the person that I want to affect, okay? If you're cursing them, if you're loving them, if you're trying to get them to be nicer to you, if you're trying to make more money, it doesn't have to be a person, but it has to be your situation. So if it's money, you need to be thinking about money or your check or your job, wherever you get your money from, okay? If it's love, you need to be thinking about that person. If it's curses, think about that person, okay? Picture that person, and then you need to imagine, right? There's the key word. You need to imagine them doing whatever it is that you want them to do. Okay? So you sit there and you think about this person, and I'm trying to draw a lever back, so I think about my ex-lover, and I look at him, and I try to picture him in my head, try to picture his arms, his legs, his body, any moles, any scars, anything, really get them in my head, right? And then you imagine him coming back to you. Maybe he says something to you. Maybe he doesn't. Okay, it's a lot to try to visualize, but you visualize what you want that person to do. So if you're cursing a person and you want them to leave their job, you want them to get fired, then you need to imagine that, okay? You need to imagine that happening. If you're doing court work and you want someone to be able to, to misstep on their words and not be able to speak, if you want that to happen, you need to imagine the courtroom. And I want you to get deep. I want you to get deep into this visualization. What do they look like? What do they smell like? What do they sound like? Get the senses involved. If you are thinking about drawing a lover back, I want you to imagine that person coming back to you, and I want you to imagine the feeling of them hugging you, okay? Because that hug is so close. When you get an actual hug, you smell them, you feel them, their energy's right on you, there's warmth, right? All of these things. So I want you to get down into your mind and just focus on this until it's so real to you that this person is actually here, or it's so real to you that you've got this money in your hand, okay? Whatever it is. Now, the final step in this that is so important, and this is the part that every single person I have met struggles with, okay? You have got to then let it go. When you have this visualization, okay, and you have this picture in your mind, and you can feel this person, you can see this person is real in your imagination, in your manifestation mind. When this person becomes real, when these actions become real, then I want you to feel the joy and the happiness and the excitement that you're going to get from realizing that your manifestation worked, okay? You need to be living like it's already there. It's already happened. You know that money's coming to you, because why wouldn't it? You know that person's going to get their due because you did work on it, okay? It's a matter of confidence, but it's also a matter of just letting it go, because you can build up that energy in your mind, but then you need to send it out there so that it can happen, right? You can think about working all day long, but you're not going to get a damn dollar until you go get yourself a job, or until you go get yourself a hustle, or until you go find somebody who wants to give you money, or until you walk enough streets to find your own. You know what I mean? You have to be willing to let that go. And everybody struggles with this because we have this innate feeling of I'm still mad about it. I'm still sad about it. I'm still... we get so attached to those feelings. And what we need to do is to change that behavior so that we're living in the ways, in the life, so that our reality can change around us. Okay? Just like if you don't have a lot of money and you're like, man, I need to get a job so that I can go and make this money, and then the thing isn't that you're thinking about, okay, I have this money in my hands. You're thinking about what you're going to do with that money, right? And what those things are going to bring you. Even if it's just being able to pay all your bills and go get a manicure afterwards. Whatever it is, okay? You're thinking about the things that you're going to do. You're not thinking about the money itself. You need to be not necessarily living. I'm not saying go out and spend $1,000 that you don't have. But you need to be getting that mindset into that it's already happened. It's already coming to you, okay? If you are able to let that go and let that go out into the energy sphere, it's going to come back to you. Your environments, your life, your situations are going to begin to change. And you can do that with no tools, no candles, no fire, no anything except for the fire inside. Okay? So give it a try. Think about something that you want. Make it a small goal. Make it a big goal. Whatever it may be. Okay? If you start small, it's easier to manifest. Just start. Just today. Just think about whatever it is. See that. Get it in your mind. Feel that. And then let it go. And know that not only is your power real, but whatever it is that you're looking for is coming for you. See you guys tomorrow.